Well, good evening everyone. Today let's discuss about vocabulary. One of the most feared and neglected areas because of the fear that it has with it. The notion that vocabulary, the kind of words that comes in the exam, or the kind of words that we are required or asked to learn, aren't important because that is what nobody uses. This is a very often said given argument by the students in the class. So that these words, what is the use of learning these words? When I speak, nobody understands or nobody will understand. My reply to them is that you are trying to measure your vocabulary with in relation to the circle that you are right now operating in, the circle that you are right now interacting with are all your peer group. So they will have more or less the same kind of a level of vocabulary that you have. So expecting them to use the kind of words that you come across in a written test, in an oral communication, I again believe that it has to be somewhere where the person in front understands what you say and he reciprocates. So that will be an effective communication. So there the kind of vocabulary that we have normally when you speak to a person on the street or to a person who is normal and acquaintance, or might be somebody at your office, at your workplace, the kind of words that you would use to interact with them, to communicate with them is good enough. But again, guys, as you keep on growing in life, right now, you don't keep yourself limited to that friend circle that with which you are interacting right now, because that is not the circle with whom you would be spending the rest of your life. You would be growing up in your career, you would be meeting with different people very higher up in life. When you climb the corporate ladder, when you climb in the hierarchy of your organization, the kind of people that you will come across, or the kind of people that you might have to interact with, might have a very high or a very different level of vocabulary. So there in fact you would require to understand first and also to reciprocate to them, and then at that stage of life I'm sure you would like to focus more on your performance, more on your effectivity, efficiency, rather than coming back and trying to learn vocabulary. Well, that seems quite ridiculous. So vocabulary, this is a stage as students, young people, I can say, if not exactly students, but as young people, this is the stage where you should try to culture vocabulary, because you have that attitude of learning. So that should be there with you, how to culture vocabulary, how to develop my vocabulary, and not kind of don't develop a kind of a phobia for it, right? And all those negative thoughts about nobody would understand and what is the point in that, those kind of alibis, the bahana that you give, well, that will not help you in the long run. You have to face the reality that if I need to earn big, a good pay packet, a good salary, work in a big organization, climb up the corporate ladder faster, or having a dream of going abroad and earning in dollars and pounds and euro, then the level that in which you have to which you have to develop yourself has to be there. You cannot comfort yourself with the idea that fine, here the kind of people that I interact with, they don't require those kind of words. Well, fine, oral communication may not be, but what about the different entrances? When you go for these CAT, ZAT, and MAT, SNAP, IFT, all those management exams, or when you go in for those GRE kind of exams, well, GMAT does not have exactly vocabulary. It has got critical reasoning, reading comprehension, and error spotting, that is grammar question. But again, when you are reading a critical reasoning or a reading comprehension, if you are not able to understand certain words which are mentioned in there, definitely that is going to hamper, or that is going to affect your understanding of the passage. So you cannot say that as there is no vocabulary in GMAT, or might be in CAT, I do not have any direct vocabulary questions, so it is good enough for me. No, guys, don't try to downplay the importance of vocabulary by these kind of notion that you have. In fact, vocabulary will be useful to you at every stage of the entrance, be it exams like CAT where you do not have, or GMAT where you do not have a direct vocabulary question, to exams like all the non-CAT management exams and the banking and the SSC, the GRE is vocabulary focused. It is vocabulary intense one. So be it GRE exams, or be it TOEFL, or you do not have direct questions, of course, in TOEFL or IELTS. You do not have direct vocabulary questions, but definitely there is a lot of writing to do. There is a lot of listening, understanding to do, because they would require all the 4 skills of yours. TOEFL, IELTS requires the listening, speaking, reading, writing. All the 4 skills of English will be put to test. So while listening, if there are certain words which you don't understand, then how are you going to write down questions which are based on that, or might be some questions which are asked to you based on that. And when it comes to speaking, definitely you have to use a little different level of a vocabulary in order to have a good score. And then it is reading. When you read, when you are given a paragraph, when you read it, and again when you encounter certain words, then what you do there? So you have to understand and you have to answer those questions, right? So all this, and when you write also, to have a good impressive writing, you have to use appropriate words, not you can say an alternate word. Rather, you have to use an appropriate word, not an approximate word. So all these areas requires you to develop a good vocabulary. And let me assure you, vocabulary is not that scary. Point is, we have never actually taken an interest in trying to develop vocabulary. Our always we have tried to escape. We have always tried to escape by finding different kind of excuses, and it is still pursuing us. And there will be a stage where you will reach where there will be no going back. You have to face the reality, and that would be a very tough time for you. So this is a time when you can develop vocabulary, you can culture vocabulary. Now, the first thing is about mugging up. Well, when you try to remember something by rote, you read it and then you try to mug it up and remember it. That doesn't happen that way, because vocabulary is not something that you mug up. It is not a kind of you can say a mantra that you mug it up, or a bhajan that you mug it up. Vocabulary are words which, if you know the usage, where it is to be used, you will be able to remember it easily. Not a big task. And do you see now the exam in the question pattern that you observe, they are mostly asking you the synonyms, because they want to know, do you roughly know what that word means? They are not asking you the meaning of the word, because again there is a little difference between just knowing the meaning and knowing the synonym. There is a difference, because when it comes to usage, just the dictionary meaning may not help you exactly with the usage, but once you know the synonyms, you will be able to use it in a variety of situations. And the more you are using a word, the more you will remember it. That's as simple as that. Yes, it's as simple as that. When you grew up as a kid, when you tried to develop vocabulary, the kind of questions, the kind of words that you knew then were different from the kind of words that you know now. Then all the words that you heard were very new to you, but you kept going at it and finally you mastered it. So in the next video, I'm going to tell you what are the different interesting ways by which vocabulary can be learnt, and also it can be easy and interesting. Thank you.